Time now for your JCTV Daily News Update with the latest in news.
His message to students was one of hope and the best way to handle life's setbacks.
Covering your local weather.
And their chilling effects will be -15, so stay bundled up and don't go anywhere without some kind of a hat.
And the latest in Jimmy athletics.
Ahead to Kelsey, lays it up and in, and he's fouled.
For your JCTV Daily News Update, here's Kallie Merrill.
Good evening, and thank you for checking out your very own JCTV Daily News Update. I'm Kallie Merrill, and I'm here to provide you with the latest news happening in the Jamestown community, as well as on the lovely campus of Jamestown College. In campus news, throughout the week, the college is hosting a conference for information on sexual and domestic violence. The conference is sponsored by Jamestown's SART team, and right up until Thursday, there will be presentations and workshops to attend. So if you get a chance, don't hesitate to make your way over to the Ryland Fine Arts Center and check it out. The annual college's honors convocation is set to take place in the Voorhees Chapel this Thursday at 11 a.m. The convocation is an event where students and faculty are recognized for their academic achievements throughout the past school year. We will have more information regarding that on Friday. In local news, the Jamestown Sun reported that the Jamestown Public School Board just recently got together to discuss a possible change in the policy the school has in regards to renting out its buildings. The desire for change came just after a religiously affiliated conference was held in the theater of the high school while classes were in session. Many parents expressed their concerns, questioning why such a conference was allowed at the school at all. Reverend Susan Lester, pastor at First Congregational United Church of Christ, spoke out of concern for her two children, saying that students should learn religious education in their homes and churches. She went on to say, quote, "I am anti-church and state mingling at all," end quote. The board is considering a number of options in response to these concerns and tabled the discussion until the next meeting. In national news, most Americans still oppose legalizing marijuana, but larger majorities believe pot has medical benefits and the government should allow its use for that purpose. According to an Associated Press CNBC poll released today, respondents were skeptical that crime would spike if marijuana is decriminalized or that it would lead more people to harder drugs like heroin or cocaine. There also was a nearly even split on whether government spends too much or the right amount enforcing marijuana laws. Almost no one thinks too little is spent. Medical and recreational marijuana use is getting more attention in the political arena. California voters will decide in November whether to legalize the drug, and South Dakota will vote this fall on whether to allow medical uses. California and 13 other states already permit it for medical use. The balloting comes against the backdrop of the Obama administration saying it won't target marijuana dispensaries. If they comply with state laws, this move by Obama is a departure from the policy of the Bush administration, which sought to severely enforce the federal ban on marijuana use for any purpose. In the poll, only 33% favor legalization, while 55% oppose it. People under 30 were the only age group favoring legalization, and opposition increased with age. Opposition also was prevalent among women, Republicans, and those in rural and suburban areas. We have been enjoying some warm weather lately, and it looks like it should continue on throughout the week. Tonight will be mostly clear with a low of 35 degrees and winds coming in from the northeast around 8 miles per hour. Tomorrow will be a sunny day with a high of 67 degrees and winds between 8 and 10 miles per hour. Thursday continues to be sunny with temperatures in the upper 60s, right around 68. On Friday, it will be mostly cloudy with a 30% chance of showers and a high temperature near 64 degrees. Saturday only has a 20% chance of showers, but the temperature drops down to 58 degrees. Sunday looks much the same with a 20% chance of showers and a high of 60. For sports, the Jimmy Golfers just returned from a weekend tournament hosted by Black Hills State in Spearfish, South Dakota. The men placed 4th out of 6 teams with a total combined score of 653. Minot State won the tournament with a total score of 599. Jordan Bondley shined for the Jimmies, placing in the top 7. He shot 75 in the first round and 78 in the second. For the women, Janae Washburn took 9th overall, helping the ladies with a 4th place finish. The golf team travels to Bismarck tomorrow to compete in the Bismarck State College Invitational. Many of the Jimmies were busy today as the track team took a handful of competitors to Concordia to compete in a twilight meet this evening. Men's baseball traveled to Crookston, Minnesota to take on the University of Minnesota, which is a D2 school, so I'm sure they got some good competition there. And the softball team played in Valley City today. Be sure and tune in tomorrow to hear the results of those events. That concludes your JCTV News Update. Thank you so much for checking it out. I'm Kallie Merrill, connecting the campus with the community. Have a wonderful evening.